Thank you very much for that. We are now joined by Giuseppe Albi. He's the General Manager of Events Edmonton. Thank you so much for having us here. This has been such a fantastic event. So far, we've had the opportunity to sample some food, but there's so much more to go. And you've been doing this for a while. This is obviously a huge passion of yours. You brought the festival to light in this city. What does 2012 mean for you?
Well, 2000 is, as you say, we're continually growing. This year we're adding food trucks, which is fantastic. It's becoming the rage, and I like watching the Food Network, so I watch all these gourmet food trucks. We've got Taste of Spirits, but the other great thing is we have a partnership with Race Week Edmonton. They are producing the cultural component for the Indian in the front end. They're providing us some entertainment, so it's really a great partnership. So people can go to the race, come down. There's a lot of people. The eyes of the world, the sporting world anyway, are on Edmonton.
Yeah.
So it's a great opportunity to showcase some of the great restaurants in Edmonton at the same time. So.
Well, that is fantastic too, because then there is a lot of competition with festivals in the summertime, and you don't want to take away from what anyone else is doing, but to create these partnerships and work together, it just creates an even bigger, more exciting event for the whole city to enjoy.
You're absolutely right, and it's not all about program too, it's actually staging them, and it's difficult sometimes to recruit volunteers, and we already have our market base where we occupy the square. The race week is strong already. They had developed a good following. The Indy is very, very strong too, so it's really a good partnership for all of us. And it's a future event too that's going to be around for a long time, so we're hoping to work with that.
Obviously, you can't go wrong with that, but you're bringing together cultures, you're bringing together different spectrums of food, everything from that feel-good comfort food such as a maple glazed bacon poutine to more gourmet options. And then you have the desserts and the wines and the beers, and really, besides food, there's nothing that people love more and brings people together more than food. So with this new year coming up and just at less than a month away, I know you have 7 new vendors, very exciting. It's getting bigger than ever before. Is there ever an end to how big this festival can become?
Well, really the only limitation is the physical limitation of what we can do on the square, and that's one of the reasons why we bought the food trucks, is because we don't have any more room to put up restaurants that actually need plumbing and so forth. The food trucks are their own, but one thing that's also important, besides the new restaurant, this year we have 65% new menu items. We realize that we've got a long waiting list. We don't have that much to move, so we really encourage the restaurants that are in to expand their menu, to change their menu. I mean, they're all looking at different types of food, so this is their opportunity to showcase their new menu items too. So they're really embarking on that. We asked them to do it a few years ago, and some people are very resistant, especially if you've got a product that you've been doing really well on, right? But they're trying it, and it's great. We're getting their cooperation, so it's pretty exciting when we can announce 65% new menu items for the festival.
And another big bonus is tickets are very, very reasonable.
Well, I'm glad you say that, because we really try to provide value for money, and I think now in this day and age, if you come out and spend, a sheet of tickets, it's $30, a couple of people can eat really, really well. Also have a good drink too. We've got lots of alcoholic beverages, non-alcoholic beverages, lemonade, great coffee. So you can really have a complete eating. Plus you've got the great outdoors and music. So, it's really a good combination.
The entertainment really doesn't end.
Absolutely.
And another important note to make note of is the fact that if you have celiac disease, if you can't eat nuts, if you have certain allergies, if you're a vegetarian, there's options for everyone.
Yeah, we've tried to incorporate that as much as we can, and that's really challenging because the majority of people, don't have issues with diet. They'll eat everything.
Yeah.
But, so we really like to try to accommodate those people that have special dietary needs and so forth. And we flag them all. All the signs at the tents are also posted besides on the guide. So, there, as you say, there is enough for people of all different, tastes and also, dietary issues too.
With over 500,000 people attending this festival, it's one of the biggest festivals in the year. You really put that economic boost in the entire city and the entire downtown core, as well as giving so many new customers to all of these vendors.
Well, I'm glad you're saying that, because really it is Taste of Edmonton. They're all local restaurants. They're independent, so they're all buying their product. A lot of them are buying and using locally produced. We're really encouraging that. Our cook-offs are that. So it's really a revenue generator for the city. And what's really challenging for a restaurant that people don't realize is that to open up, to be in Taste, it's like opening up a second location for 10 days.
It's a commitment.
Exactly, because they're preparing everything fresh on site, or the large part of it. Some of them have been buying their meats and other product, 6 months ahead of time, because they go through such a volume. So it really is an economic generator, and again, it gives people a sample of what they can find, and then they can go there the rest of the year.
And yeah, exactly like you just said. And speaking to one of the vendors, they themselves said, I won't be able to work the festival because I have to run my restaurant.
Exactly, that's exactly the situation. The other thing is that what's important, and I didn't mention earlier, is we have the Taste of the Mall. It's a raffle, and it'll be you can either pick up the coupon at the square or in the journal, and you get one $50 voucher from every restaurant. So there's 41 restaurants, so that's a lot of eating.
Hey.
That means you can eat at a different restaurant just about every week of the year.
Well, if there's something you have to do every day, you have to eat.
Exactly.
Giuseppe, thank you so much for your time.
Pleasure.
We'll be right back here on Shot TV.